Now, we're speaking with Brother Tupac Shakur, who was the national chairman of the New African Panthers. My name is Bomani Bakari. The program is indeed Round Midnight. Now, we all have African names, and so many brothers and sisters have yet to progress to that level. They may not understand that where they got their slave name from in the first place. Again, how important is it to embrace an African name? I'm a late arrival, I must confess. Perhaps your parents gave you an African name at birth. Is that not correct? Mm-hmm. Indeed. Now, how important, how difficult was that for you, being raised in the African American community with an African name when a lot of your friends are walking around with Barrys and Joes and Susans and everything?
I believe that the New African Panthers are about serious freedom, really reaching out and embracing serious freedom. And if you truly want serious freedom and serious liberation, and you want to have self-determination, how can you do that with the name that somebody else gave you? You know what I'm saying? The name from a person who didn't even respect you. You know, so when my mother gave me Tupac, I felt as though she literally liberated me at birth, cut the ties off me at birth, and set me free. You know, set me on the path to righteousness. And with Tupac, growing up with that name, you know, when I was a kid, I did stupid stuff. You know, what's your name, Joe? I didn't want that bright star within me, you know. But now I embrace it because it gives you character. You know, every time I say, what is your name? Tupac. I have to say, what does it mean? You know what I'm saying? Why does that name? And it's good. It gives me a chance to express myself and express what I'm about and what I'm going to do. With a name like Joe, who cares what it means? You know what I'm saying? It means nothing. Joe Schmo, you know what I'm saying? So what it does actually is liberate you and lets everybody know that you're breaking those chains that this whole society has put on you when you came here. They gave you they gave you wrong religion, your wrong name, wrong, you know, switched everything around and put you in a society. So basically, I think that I'm not trying to put anybody down, and if your name is Joe, I'm sorry. But
or if it was Joe.
Yeah, if it was Joe. But on the strength, it should shock you. It should make you feel depressed, and it should make you feel bad inside walking around with some other person's name. You need to drop that and liberate yourself and really pick your name up, because they told you your name was stupid when you came here. That's a dumb sounding name. You know what I'm saying? And so now you, okay, Joe, Jay, you know, so pick it up. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. It's about that time. It's not all about just having an African name, because I met this sister, you know, she said, my name is, you know, Jody, but I want an African name, you know, because it's the end thing now to be positive. But don't just get an African name, get an African brain, you know what I'm saying? It's all about educating yourself first. You know, don't walk around with that name if you can't defend the ideals and if you don't even know your culture, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's not all about just being, you know, Akinyele or Tupac or Yaga Caesar, it's all about
Bomani, you know, or whatever, right?
It's all about having the brain to back up the name.
And also, we could extend that to the wearing now of African, yeah, you know. And a lot of brothers don't even. My own son, and I can't even, you know, throw stones without letting him come home. He wanted one, and I say, son, can you name me 10 countries? He couldn't, so he didn't get one until he at least named me 10 out of the 26.
Right.
That exists. So it's important, again, that we know and recognize who we are as Africans before we, again, can embrace that whole philosophy. But that's a good point, and it's well taken, hopefully, by a lot of brothers and sisters out there who are still walking around with the slave master's name and refuse to give it up for one reason or another. And I guess that brings me to my whole point about throwing off the shackles of Americanism. As young brothers, how have you managed to do that? I mean, you see, the society has said that you all are crackheads, that you all are baby makers, that you all are criminals and felons, and gang banging and wilding, and whatever part of the country that we find our brothers and sisters in, there's a negative connotation. Again, you yourselves personally, what's inside of you that makes you walk away from stuff that your peers perhaps are into on a daily basis that you may know?
Well, all praise due to Allah. He gave my mother the foresight of, you know, what this country would give to me and try to instill within me. Till she gave me much history from starting from birth. And so I was raised knowing that I came from a great culture and a great people, and I was raised loving, you know, my people, and knowing that we was meant to do more than stay high and get by. So it wasn't like, I mean, it was never no doubt. It was never any doubt in my mind whether or not, you know, I came from a great race, and whether, I mean, there was no comparison with the Pale, you know. So, getting by is hard, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, you know, going through the streets, every time, you know, because a cop will stop you. They stop if you black and you walking and, you know, you get stopped. So they always stop us, you know, they'll question my friends, what's your name, what's your name, what's your name? My name is, you know, Anthony, my name is Bada, and I had to go, oh my God, what's your name? Tupac Amaru Shakur. And they go, hey, where's your ID? What are you doing here? Extra special harassment on for me, because they know I'm not getting high, you know. They know, and that's why I want my new African brothers and sisters to know that, because if you have that name, if you have that brain and that idea, they know that you positive. They know that they should fear you. They should be scared of you. So that's what it's all about. Basically, is breaking those chains. It's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be hard, but it was hard for those before us. You know, when they did it, people made great sacrifices for us to get this far, but not for us to be weary and not for us to be scared. You know, talking about it's okay now, everything's fine. What are you talking about? It's over. You know, it's time for us to really get with it.